Hello everyone, my name is Roya, and today I am coming to you with my extremely dismal August wrap-up. So my background is a little bit different today. My background never changes. It hasn't changed in years and years, but basically I just had to put this base here so that my room would look fairly organized. I just needed somewhere organized to put this, and so I put it here, and it looks really good here, so I kind of want to leave it here. But so I still want to film here too, so I'm just gonna film like this for the time being. So anyway, I only read 3 books in the month of August, which is the worst I have ever done, ever. I don't even know what my deal is. Actually, I do. There are several reasons why I read so few books this month. Mostly because I started playing music again, and I also started listening to music again because I totally lost my patience with audiobooks. My brain is just like going a million miles an hour and just cannot focus on a dang audiobook. So it's only at the gym that I've been listening to audiobooks. So when I'm driving or cleaning my house or cooking anything, I just have to listen to music instead, basically. And also I've been playing music again, so I'm actually like playing music instead of reading and stuff like that. But still, basically, I've just lost my patience kind of in general, and I, especially for the first half of the month, had a really hard time even just concentrating on a freaking page of a book, and it's just like the weirdest, most annoying reading slump ever, but I mean, just life. It's weird. And also my dad visited for a week, so obviously when he was here I was like running around scoping out Portland with my dad, and then when my mom came and visited for like a weekend, I spent that whole weekend just like scoping out Portland with my mom, and my mom is actually seriously planning on moving here, so we were like really scoping out the city so that she could decide where she wants to live, stuff like that. So it's been a really weird, messed up, crazy month, and a lot of it is just what the fuck is going on with me and things, and it's not anything bad or anything, it's just weird, and I don't know. So the first book that I read this month is A Sorcerer of World Ocean. I'm just kidding. A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. I'm just poking fun at this book's total interchangeability between mage, sorcerer, and wizard, where I come from, I don't know about you guys, those are like 3 totally different things, and yet this book uses them totally interchangeably, and I'm like, dude, please keep your stuff straight. I don't know what you're talking about anymore. But overall, I really liked this book. I really enjoyed it. It's basically kind of like the Name of the Wind a little bit, in that we're following somebody who became somebody important, but this was before that, so this is everything leading up to that, all that stuff. So it's definitely really interesting. I love stories like that. My just mental state just completely hindered my enjoyment of this book, but that's my own damn fault, so I didn't dock this book any points for that. I just, personally, I just wasn't enjoying reading anyway, so that's the only reason I didn't enjoy this book, but I actually really liked it. It is a very good book, and I would actually recommend it. Seriously, you know that my brain is just completely messed up when it took me 2 weeks to finish, a 200-page book, when normally that would take me, 2 lunch breaks at work. So yeah, there's that. But I did really like this book. Once again, it's not the book's fault that I'm a mess. Thank you. Next, I read Your Favorite Band Cannot Save You by Scott O'Moore. This is a fairly recent release. This is about a band that every time they release a new track, it prompts people to do crazy things and all of that. So it's definitely really weird. I heard that this book was really weird, and I like weird, so I totally read it, and the weirdness of it seemed fairly arbitrary to me. Things got explained, but a lot of it just felt very let's roll the dice and see what I should put in this book next kind of deal, and it just didn't really work for me. And then also the fact that I am someone who plays music and whatnot, the inaccuracies and how things worked in this just made me kind of go, really? So for example, just because this music and how it's played and what is said in it and all that other stuff is like it has this like quality that's making people do weird things, and essentially, or like making weird things happen and stuff, and essentially, so because of that, they can't play the music all together, unless it's intentional that they want the stuff to happen. So and the fact that they can't listen to it too. So essentially what I'm leading up to here is that these people don't they don't rehearse at all. The only times they ever play the music all together is at a show. And that makes no sense. That's not possible. I mean, maybe it is, but like the fact that they can't even listen to a track and play it to the recording kind of shows that like that shouldn't be possible. And so it was things like that that just made no sense to me. Like I just kind of was reading this and going, nah, that's not how that would work at all. I don't care that this is a weird like paranormal activity craziness book. And finally, I read The Downstairs Girl by Stacey Lee. I really enjoyed this book. This is about a girl way back in the day. I don't know what year this is. I spent the entire time reading this trying to figure out what year this takes place in, and I really don't flippin' know. But it's like the olden days, back when women were like still fighting for the right to vote, all that other crap. So there's this girl who, she's Chinese, but doesn't really know who her parents are or anything. She is anonymously writing like this column for a paper where people write to her, and she kind of, it's like a Dear Abby type of thing, except it's all about like the social issues that are going on, and it's really fascinating and super interesting, and like no one at the paper or anything even knows who she is because she just anonymously does all of this, and it's like making the paper really popular, so they keep like having her do that, but they don't know who she is. And this whole book is just really, really interesting. It has so many layers that actually all go together. Like it's not too much stuff to unpeel, but it's all like really good and ties together the story. So anyway, this is a really good book, and it just came out, and I highly recommend it. So those are the only 3 books that I read in the entirety of March, oh my god, August, damn it. Okay, so those are the only 3 books I read in August. There is no part 1 of this or part 2. This is the whole thing. I'm sorry. So let me know if you've read any of these books, have any thoughts on them, any of that at all, what your favorite thing was that you read this month, and if you're in a really weird reading slump this month like me, because I've noticed that a lot of people are. It seems to be just like something in the water these days. But anyway, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you with a new video very soon. Bye.